For the opportunity to be here. This is not foreign to me to be in this room with this group of people. Thank you for the sponsoring entities involved tonight. I'm Tim Walberg. I represented you in the State House of Representatives for 16 years, from 1983 to 1999. I served on the House Education Committee for many of those years, as well as until I went on the Appropriations Committee. I'm a husband of one for the past 36 years who was a substitute school teacher in the Adrian school system for a while. I was raised by a mother who was a public school teacher in Iowa, one room, and had 3 aunts who were public school teachers and one a public school librarian. The librarian was the toughest to deal with. I have a daughter-in-law who was a public school teacher in Chicago until giving birth to our 3 grandchildren, and now she's performing her function admirably with our 3 grandchildren. I represented you in Congress for 1 term, and look forward to that again. Our country is in a challenging time, a time of foment, a time of challenge, of question, and that goes right to the educational issues as well. What will we do to continue on our excellence, our quality, our leadership in this world? Education is a foundational point. I look forward to the questions being asked tonight, the answers that will be given, and look forward to all that goes on between now and November 2nd as the American people make up their mind and do what's necessary to continue on this great path. Thank you. Having been about 11 years removed from dealing with the school finance issues, and also, full disclosure, I was one of the prime co-sponsors of Proposal A. I hesitate in speaking to some of the specific issues that are going on right now, as Bruce did, but I would concur that there were some direct requirements to make sure that Proposal A and the whole changeover of funding our schools would continue to work, and categoricals being reduced or removed was one of those necessary functions to have. Proposal A is basically doing what it was supposed to do. I still support that, but we also understood that for Proposal A to work well for the schools, it mandated that we have a good economy. It was put in place to make sure that all of us, citizens and educators, school districts alike, lived under the same impact of economic downturn if that took place, which should have given incentive for the economy to be a #1 concern, to make sure that things were done, to make sure that the economy grew and that revenue grew and things were bright in Michigan. That has not been done for the past number of years. With an economic downturn as a result of the increase of government taxation, mandates, regulations, we've seen the impact in lost economy here in Michigan, with an unemployment rate that rivals any other state in the nation for the length of time we led the nation on unemployment. In order to change that, we have to reduce the negative impacts on the economy, to bring the dollars back to the private sector, so individuals who pay the taxes, who buy the goods and services, where the sales tax come from, and those dollars ultimately go to the classrooms, will be increased because we've done the right thing to use the system of this great country to make sure that revenue not only stays in our own pockets to use, spend, invest, save, take risk, but also to produce the business opportunity that expands the opportunity for jobs, better paying jobs, ultimately more revenue to our basic core services. And one of those, because of what it says in our Constitution, Article 8, Section 1, is education for the state. So I think the best thing I can say about what needs to be done in relationship to me, if I am given the privilege to go back to Congress, is to do everything possible to reduce the cost of government, give more opportunity to private sectors to grow themselves, and ultimately help the local school district.